I spent $423 on a dating coach last month who told me to ask women about their childhood dreams. The first date I tried it on looked at me like I was reading from a police interrogation script. I'm not an expert. I'm a receipt. What you are about to hear is the audit of that failure. Stop scrolling. Listen carefully. What I am about to tell you will decide whether you spend the next year being emotionally looted by everyone you trust, or whether you become the person who sees the trap 3 steps before it springs. You know the feeling. You leave a conversation and your chest is tight. Your brain is replaying a question they asked that felt too precise, too interested. The knot in your stomach is your body's ledger, tallying the data points you just gave away for free. You become the resource. The person who has studied, mapped, and eventually used. The invisible man in his own life. If you click off this video right now, that feeling keeps running. 1 year from today, you'll be in the same spot, wondering why you keep attracting people who treat your heart like a spreadsheet. I paid that $423. I have the invoice. I followed the bad script. Cope Ledger does sell you a new script. No course, no apply to work with me, Discord, no mentorship. We keep the receipts so you don't have to. The first probe is the future faking hook. What's your dream? Where do you see yourself in 5 years? This is love bombing groundwork. It's not curiosity, it's data mining. They are cataloging your deepest desires so they can later dangle them as a shared future to secure your compliance. Starting tonight, when someone leans in with that question, notice if it feels like an interview. Your defense is a generalized, present-focused answer. I'm focused on doing good work right now. Watch their face. If their interest dies, you just avoided a long-term scam. The second probe is the victim validation probe. Has anyone ever done you wrong? What's your biggest regret? This is gaslighting groundwork. By having you list your past betrayals, they're remapping your emotional triggers and insecure points. More importantly, they're rebuilding a false alliance and fuse against your past abuser's bond that creates premature loyalty. Your move is to acknowledge the topic without providing your personal ledger. Say, every workplace has its challenges, and redirect. Bonding over shared victimhood is a trap. Now, the third probe is the most dangerous because it feels completely innocent. This is the boundary test. Can you do me a small favor? It's never about the coffee or the trivial task. The mechanism is compliance grooming. The goal is to set a precedent. Saying yes to a small thing makes it psychologically harder to say no to a larger demand later, thanks to the principle of commitment and consistency. The content is irrelevant. The act of submission is the target. Your rule is simple. Evaluate if the request is truly reciprocal. If it feels like a test, your answer is, I'm tied up right now, but I'm sure you can handle it. You maintain the boundary without the confrontation. If you are still watching, you are already different from the 90% who left. The fact you are here means you were done being the soft target. The fourth probe is the loyalty check. What did your friend say about me? Did your family like me? This is triangulation. The mechanism is to force you into a loyalty conflict and assess your alignment. Your answer reveals if you'll prioritize their ego over honesty. It also sows doubt about the other people mentioned. Your defense is to refuse the role of messenger. Deflect with a generality. Everyone seemed to have a great time. Do not report. Do not translate. The master pattern is strategic intelligence gathering. Each question is a probe for a specific data type. Desires, vulnerabilities, boundary elasticity, tribal loyalty. This is T-bonding. It's a systematic audit of your psychological profile. They are building a blueprint, knowing what carrot to dangle, which buttons to push, how much pressure your walls can take. This turns a human relationship into a strategic resource extraction operation. Your most powerful defense is recognizing that healthy bonding is a mutual, gradual exchange. It does feel like a targeted interrogation. When questions feel like they are extracting data for a file, you are being mapped, not met. This is the part where every other channel would sell you a $997 course on social dynamics. Cope Ledger does not sell anything. We keep the receipts. We do not run the scam. Thanks to my 3 subscribers. What legends? Be the 4th. Hit subscribe. It keeps me making these instead of staring at a wall. Comment Mappy if you felt this. Comment clear if you're already seeing it. I read both. The choice is yours. Stay the soft target who gets audited, or become the man who sees the blueprint before the first question is asked. Discipline is the only weapon every man can afford. Most leave it in the sheath. If this audit of manipulation questions made you rethink your last 3 conversations, you needed it. If it offended you, you needed it most.